Well, welcome to the Life Groups and Life Missions Leadership Podcast. We're honored that you chose to spend just a few minutes of your week with us. We hope that today's content will bring value to you as a leader and as a follower of Christ.
Yeah, and before we get started into this week's content, man, we just got to talk a little bit about the last 3 weeks through Hope in the Dark.
Phenomenal.
It's been an amazing message series, guys. Over the last 3 weeks, we have had opportunities to be in Life Kids huddles and host team huddles.
Right.
And there's been stage communication, and all of that comes to this moment where we get to celebrate the fact that over 160 people in the last 3 weeks have signed up to either join or lead a life group. And that is an incredible number.
Come on, that is phenomenal, because as people begin to take those steps into life groups, leading life groups, we know that we get the opportunity to push this life groups and life missions culture, these friendships on purpose, deeper into the attendance of our campus. And that is a huge win, because we have 4,500 people that walk in this place every week, and they're going through hurts. Sometimes they're hopeless. Sometimes they just need some people to celebrate with. And that's what gets to happen because of life groups. So I just want to encourage you guys, let's make sure that we're inviting people to our groups and inviting people to step into the calling that God has placed on their life to lead a life group. We want to make sure that we have more availability into groups for our campus. Like I said, we've got 4,500 that attend here every week, but currently we're giving access to about 1,400 of those 4,500. So we've got a long way to go, but it all starts with an invite.
Yeah, and one of the questions I love that many of you have heard are already asking it, and it's so simple. Challenge yourself this weekend to ask one person, whose life group are you in?
Yep, that'll be a big win for moving the ball forward. But this week, man, we are going to be talking about a specific book that Chad and I have both read. It's called The Power of Moments, and it's a great read. We'll put the link to it. If you have not had the opportunity to read this book, I would highly recommend taking it, because as leaders, we want to connect and influence those that we get the opportunity to lead.
Right.
And one of the best ways we can do that is by meeting them where they're at and investing in them in a way that just is meaningful.
Yeah. So one of the stories in the book is called the Popsicle Hotline. And if you can just imagine in your head a 1950s apartment that has been turned into a hotel, but this hotel is in the middle of Los Angeles, rated in the top 3 of all hotels. And what they've discovered is it's not about the decor. What it is it's about the experience and building peaks.
Yeah, and one of the things when they talk about this Popsicle Hotline, it's such a simple idea, but it created such a meaningful moment for their guests, is that out by the pool, they had a red phone that they could pick up at any point in time, and someone on the other end would answer that this is the Popsicle Hotline, and you could place an order for a free popsicle right from the phone. But it didn't just come out in a bucket or in a box. Instead, they had one of their employees dressed as a butler with white gloves and a silver platter who brought out a popsicle to the guests who are at the pool. And it was something kids could use. It was something families could use. But could you imagine going on vacation to California, right? Experiencing all the great things you could experience there. But the highlight of your trip would be coming back and sitting around the pool and getting a popsicle hand delivered to you. That was the consistent feedback that they kept getting from their customers. And it was just because they decided to go the extra mile by doing something that was simple.
Yeah, and there are opportunities we all have as leaders to apply this into our life groups, into our family lives, and even at work. It's all about thinking about something simple that you can do to build what's called a peak moment for people. And just like this hotel is as simple as a red phone that picks up and someone delivers a popsicle. For you guys, it could be going to a Pee-wee baseball game with someone in your life group or a family member. It could be going to that football game, or just supporting and making that experience that people are doing, the everyday things, a more memorable experience for them.
Simple and effective. We talk about simple and effective ministry here at Life Church as a staff all the time. And we want you guys to have the opportunity opportunity to make those investments in the relationships that God has entrusted to you by just doing some simple things that could make a huge difference in the long run in that relationship. But look, we look forward to seeing you guys this weekend. We hope that you guys are able to take a little bit of this content and apply it, and that it makes a difference in your leadership. And help us out by answering this one question: what's one simple thing you can do to increase your influence with those that you lead? And we look forward to seeing y'all this weekend. Hope to shake your hand and just say hi. We want to know what we can be doing to pray for you and help encourage you on your leadership journey. We hope that you guys have an awesome week. Remember, whoever finds God
Finds life.